I've explored haunted sites across the globe, from decaying asylums, old brothels, forgotten hospitals, you name it. I even spent 3 seasons filming a paranormal series, so I'm no stranger to that delicious little thrill of realizing you're somewhere you probably shouldn't be, and you might be a little bit mad. But nothing, and I do mean nothing, prepared me for the day I stepped into this quaint Victorian house in Sonoma and walked straight into something that after research, I still can't explain. This is the Vallejo House, built in 1851 by General Mariano Guadalupe Vallejo, a towering figure in California history who commanded Mexican forces, ushered in statehood, and raised his sprawling family right here as he enjoyed his complicated retirement. On the surface, it's exactly the sort of place you'd expect to spend a peaceful afternoon basking in local heritage. When I arrived, classical music drifted softly through hidden speakers, the sun pouring through the windows. I thought, rather smugly, that this would be a perfectly harmless visit. But the moment I stepped over the threshold, I heard it. A deep, unmistakable male cough coming from somewhere inside. I assumed there must be a docent or another visitor about, so I carried on wandering the ground floor room by room. The longer I moved through the house, the more oppressive the air began to feel, like the walls themselves were holding their breath. I realized that there was no one else there. No staff, no tourists, just me, the music, which at this point I resented, and the heavy footsteps pacing deliberately above me. I tried to focus on the details, the old wallpaper, the ornate moldings, redirect my thoughts and keep the architectural historian hat on, but I couldn't shake the feeling. After about 20 minutes of this, I did something I almost never do on these explorations. I turned the camera on myself. And I am actively hearing footsteps upstairs. And I really want to go up there, but I am freaking out. Not for posterity, but because I genuinely needed to talk myself into going upstairs, even though every part of me was screaming not to. I climbed the narrow staircase, heart pounding, and made it onto the landing. I managed to peek into the first bedroom, just enough to confirm it was empty. And then I heard it, clear as day, the sound of footsteps walking right up behind me. And that was it. I turned and I left, shaking. I literally heard somebody walking up there with me. I'm out of here. And for the first time in all of my years of haunted places, I didn't finish gathering the footage I'd come for. Strangest of all, I haven't been able to find a single ghost story about the Vallejo house. No local legends, no archived reports, nothing to explain what I experienced, which makes zero sense as there is a ton of purported haunted history in almost every other landmark in town. So if you ever find yourself in Sonoma with an afternoon to spare and nerves of steel, you could visit the Vallejo house for yourself. And if you have been there and you've experienced something, please let me know in the comments because I think I'm going crazy.